live. We are on the beach today here at the Beach Studios, Indian Harbor Beach on the Space Coast of Florida. So glad you're here for this live stream. And I do want to give you the gift of encouragement today. Now, a couple of years, my pastor told me, Cliff, you have the gift of encouragement. I hope that's true, because when you give encouragement to other people, it actually comes back to you tenfold. That's no BS. That's not a bunch of fluff. I'm telling you, just try it. Try encouraging other people and whatever they're trying to do. Give words of encouragement. You may think that it falls on deaf ears, but it doesn't. Not everybody's going to come back with you and tell you, hey, you know what, those words that you gave me of encouragement back then, yesterday, a year ago, not everybody's going to come back and give you some feedback with it. But some people will. Keep planting those seeds. That's your only job, really, is to plant the seed of encouragement. Now, another reason why it's so great to encourage other people, because you can't encourage other people without encouraging yourself. It's an impossibility. That's why I do it. Sometimes I do it as a way to change my state. Now, through Tony Robbins and personal growth and motivation, right, we've learned how to change our state. We change our physiology first, then we change what we're focusing on, and then we change what we're saying to ourselves, our self-talk. And that's a great way to change our state. But another great way to change our state, and I do this when I'm feeling down. Let's face it, we're human beings. You know, we can't be up all the time. I'm not up all the time. Can you imagine how exhausting that would be if you were in an ecstatic, upbeat state all the time? It would be exhausting. Just like if you were laughing all the time, it would be exhausting. But if you can predominantly, more than usual, control your state and more than usual be in an upbeat state, that really is going to affect you not only physically, but mentally. So sometimes I will do that as a tool when I'm starting to feel down, or maybe I've been in a down state for a day. And I'll say, you know how I'm going to turn this around? Not just by changing my physiology, getting into the gym, not only changing my focus on what I'm saying in my self-talk, but if I can encourage others, if I can encourage my wife, if I can encourage my mom, if I can encourage the neighbor, then that's a gift that I'm giving myself, because I can't encourage them without encouraging myself, because I'm hearing those words and I'm in that state of encouragement. It's kind of goes along with the philosophy of, you know, when older people have pets or they're in a nursing home and they have a pet. Well, when they have a pet, they're taking care of this pet. They keep showing it love all day long. And by showing it love, that's the state of mind they're in. They're showing love to this pet. They feel a sense of purpose because they're taking care of this living thing. And so we can get the same kind of encouragement to ourselves by giving that to other people, because we're going to be in that state of encouragement. And we can do that with love too. Show those people love. Now, in today's day, that is sometimes hard based on the opinions and the politics. And it's something I wrestle with, and maybe you do too. I'm actually going to be going live later this afternoon, and I'm going to be talking about President Trump's first 100 days. And I'm going to be giving my opinion. Now, that may invite some hate, some divisive conversation, but we have to go forward with courage. And I myself don't like a lot of conflict, and so I avoid it. And by trying to avoid it, I sometimes avoid exercising my rights and my opportunity to speak truth in my content creation. And so today I'm going to be doing that on my podcast, live on YouTube and on X. Now, there's a little risk involved, right? Because that's not my normal niche or content, you know, philosophy, or my content is normally not around commenting on American culture and the State of the Union in America. But I feel obligated. I feel compelled to do it today. So I'm going to be going live. If you want, check in, type in with your comments, negative or positive. And if they're really vehement, I'm going to take them out. But that's all right. But I was thinking about it today after I had already decided to do this, because one of my friends, I'll say a friend, maybe more like an acquaintance. I'm on the way back from the gym, and I saw this person walking to the gym, and they are vehemently opposed to my wife and I, our political philosophies and conservative philosophies, to the point where, they have posted some hateful comments. But yet in person, they're wonderful people and we have wonderful interactions. And as long as we don't discuss those things. But I felt compelled when I saw him today to reach out with joy. Hi, how are you, Tom? Good to see you. And so I just could not help myself. So as divided as we are, I can't go forward with a divisive attitude. But that doesn't mean we should stop ourselves from having the courage to discuss what we truly believe. Some people aren't going to be able to have those discussions. Their hatred is going to blind them. And that's where that term comes from, blind hatred. They are so full of hate, they are blind to having any discussion as to what's really going on. Now, sometimes I'm wrong, and maybe they're wrong, and maybe if we discuss things, we could both learn. It would be great if we could make that happen. And maybe today in the podcast, live this afternoon, I can make that happen. I'm going to encourage myself to go forward with this live broadcast this afternoon and encourage you to join me if you have the time. And we're going to discuss President Trump's first 100 days in office. And if that's not your bag, that's no problem. If you're just here for encouragement, I got that in bushelfuls. Bushel? Yeah, bushelfuls for you. Hey, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. We're trying to build this army, this culture of making progress. The culture of progress is the most important things, that we are a group of people that come together, you and me, just you and me. We're always striving to do better, be better, become more, do more. And I can do that if I encourage you, because that'll encourage me. If you have a word of encouragement, I'll take it. Some people write me messages and think, well, you don't need encouragement, but thank you for yours. No, I need your encouragement too. And sometimes the words of encouragement I get, they come right at the right time, just when I needed it. Even though I might have been on a good run of solid, positive attitude days and nights, there may be a dip for whatever's happening, because life happens to us. And then I get a word of encouragement. Somebody actually sends me a message or leaves a comment on the channel. And guess what? Just at the right time, I'm receiving that. And that helps me mentally and physically. And so I appreciate all the support of the channel. We're gaining in subscribers, our culture of progress. Let's hope we don't lose too many people, because today I'll be commenting on some political aspects of our American culture. But we are in the greatest country in the world. If you think this is the greatest country in the world, no matter what's happening politically, leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, we are in the greatest country in the world. And I know that because I've learned it from living here. I've learned it from my wife, who was born in Cuba, came to America with her family because of the great opportunities this country afforded them and their family. And they're all citizens, happily citizens, defenders of the American culture and the American country, as I know you are. And if you aren't, join the team. All right, everybody, that was today's video, a gift of encouragement from the Beachside Studios. Hey, if you want to really do better, be better, become better, get a strong, dominating thought through visualization of where you want to go to. Pick that destination. And I'll tell you what, you're going to start enacting your subconscious mind, and the world is going to start acting in your behalf to make it happen. All right, you know I love you. Subscribe to the channel, Cliff Yates.